Welcome to the Do It Yourself Trek series. In this series, we speak about treks that you can do on your own without the help of any trekking organization. I'm Vishnu Benne from Indiahikes. I have done close to 15 treks in the Western Ghats of Karnataka. I have experienced these treks multiple times across different seasons. In this video series, I want to share all of these experiences with you. For more such videos, hit subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it to get reminded of our videos. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 reasons to do the Kudremukha trek. One of the prime reasons to do the Kudremukha trek is for the forest sections that you're going to get here. A lot of trekkers who trek here don't really appreciate the forest sections on this trek. First of all, these forests are reserved forests. You don't generally get permission to trek in fragile ecosystems like this of our country or even the world. These are home for some really endangered species of birds and animals. So almost every time I have gone on the Kudremukha trek, and if I was silent, I could spot wildlife on the trek. You can see peacocks flying around, there are deers that you can spot in the forest, and it's very rare to get an opportunity to trek amidst wildlife like this on any trek that you do in the country. The forests that you find here are quite different from other Western Ghat treks. See, what happens on other treks is you find a forest, you trek through that, you cross the tree line, then you get the grasslands and you trek up to the summit. Whereas in the Kudremukha trek, it's quite different. First you get a forest and then it opens up to a meadow, and then you get another forest and then another meadow and then another forest, and this goes on for almost 50% of the trek itself. And the best part is each of these forests have a different vegetation. You find the bamboo forest, and then you have the shola forest, and then the next forest is another different vegetation altogether. Not to forget, there are streams flowing in each of these forests. Not many people know that Kudremukha is a place where 2 of the main rivers of Karnataka originate, the Tunga and the Bhadra river. So when you enter a forest, invariably there is a stream that is flowing in there. So when you are outside the forest, you can't really hear the stream, and when you walk inside, the ambience changes and you are experiencing something else altogether in the forest. And this is what makes the forest of Kudremukha really exciting, and this is the prime reason why you have to go trek in the Kudremukha forests. My second reason to do the Kudremukha trek is for the meadows that you're going to find here. Vast, wide, undulating meadows stretching all the way from the start of the trek to the summit. It almost reminds me of a Himalayan trek. In fact, it beats a couple of Himalayan treks that I have done as well. There is something different about the color of the grass here. It's not the normal green color of grass that you're going to find. It's almost fluorescent green. It's like the grass is glowing in color, and this is something that you have to experience on the Kudremukha trek. There is this one section you have to look out for, almost very close to the summit, and you're trekking up towards the summit itself. It's a slightly steeper section, around 40-45 minutes trekkers usually take. And you turn back, you see vast meadows covered on mountains that are slightly below you, all the way until the horizon. This is a sight to watch. I have seen trekkers standing there having tears in their eyes, and this captivating view of meadows that you're going to see is only on the Kudremukha trek, and arguably this makes it one of the best or the most beautiful trek you will be doing in the Western Ghats of Karnataka. The third reason to do the trek is for the sheer adventure of doing this trek itself. To me, Kudremukha is a complete trek. You have the forest sections, you have the streams that you would be crossing by in between, then there is these vast grasslands that you would be trekking in. Then you have a challenging summit climb as well. You all know that Kudremukha is the second highest peak in Karnataka, and the views from the summit does live up to this expectation. What makes this trek more challenging is that you have to cover all of this distance of around 18 kilometers to the summit and back within a very short period of time, say 8 to 9 hours. The reason is you're not allowed to camp anywhere on the trek or at the summit, because this is a reserved forest that you are trekking in. This makes the trek more challenging itself. Check out my other video on how to plan the Kudremukha trek. I speak about the travel, the food, the permissions that you need to do this trek. For more such videos on treks that you can do yourself, hit subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it to get reminded of our videos. To know more about the trekking world itself, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.